Guys, sorry, I apologize for this review being up so late. So this is the review for The 100, Season 3, Episode 6, Bitter Harvest. So the episode actually starts off with back at the summit, and Clarke is there with, of course, Hedda, aka Lexa, and Clarke is trying to be this major diplomat. She's trying to be this major diplomat because she's trying to say peace, not violence. Peace, not violence. But guess what? Clarke breaks that because she goes, as soon as she sees the guy who, the mountain man, one of the last remaining mountain men, she freaks out. It's just like, look, he needs to die. His ass is grass and he needs to die. So you have Olivia, I'm sorry, that was from Scandal. You have Octavia communicating with the previous chancellor, and they're just trying to figure out what the hell are these scouters doing? Why are they picking up water and soil samples? It's like, uh-oh, something's not right here. So this little boy is there, and the little boy is in danger because they know they can't leave a witness. He'll go back to his village and tell them that that they were there and what they were doing. So they go and chase the boy. And so Octavia, of course, she runs after him as well. She finds him first and is able to protect him. That's very important. That is very important that she was able to do that. So we have Raven, who is just in this amazing mood. We know Raven's kind of crabby in general, especially with all the pain. Well, guess what? The pain is gone. Whatever Jaha gave her, the whole City of Light, it's a silicone-based substance, and it blocks, I believe, the pain receptors. But it does a little bit more than that. I'll tell you what I mean later on. So Clarke's mom is just like, which is Abby. Abby's like, you know what, Raven? You're free to go back to work, but I'm going to be watching you. If there's anything that shows up in the test, you're not going to be working again. It's like, all right, we all good. We all cool. Hey. After that, you have, again, the previous chancellor talking with one of the few trusted people left, really. And so they're trying to play interference. He's going to go and interfere with Pike getting to his room because they're going to go and put a microphone there so that they can listen to their conversations and be in the loop. So Jaha is slowly recruiting the masses. He's recruiting the masses in droves. Yeah, it really is in droves. I mean, it's just like when you introduce a new drug to the streets. The streets go wild. They see one person who they're like, wait a minute, if it can do that for them, imagine what it can do for me. And so Jasper, he needs something. He needs something because right now Jasper is still going through it, and Jasper needs some type of hope. He needs something bigger than himself, and that drug, as long as it can take away his pain, even if it's emotional, he's willing to go for it. Now again, there's this little powwow between Pike and his closest allies within the Sky Crew, and they're making a plan. They're hatching a plan to go and take over the village because the village has this special soil that can be used so that they can actually create vegetation. At first I thought they were going to militarize it, but no, it's for vegetation because they need food. They won't survive on what they currently have and their current resources. Monty's like, look, Monty's the one that actually points out there's a village there, so what are you going to do? And so it's like, wait. And so Velmy initially chimed in and was like, yo, we can find another way. We can find another way. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. But Pike, and this is the reason why I hate him, Pike is just like, we need to do what needs to be done. Are you in or are you out? And so as soon as Octavia hears that they're going to go and essentially raid the village and kill the people, because that's what they're going to do, she goes and warns them. Now again, Clarke is on some really not hypocritical, but Clarke is battling some demons, some inner demons, because she just told Lexa that it's better to not attack the Sky People because blood, what is it? What's the phrase? Blood warrants blood, or blood demands blood. Bloodshed demands bloodshed, whatever it is. That's not the right way. That's an old way of thinking, old mentality. She convinced Lexa of this, and now Clarke is going to go back on her word. Or so we think. Octavia is meeting up again with one of the few people in Sky Crew that hasn't gone completely bonkers. And delivers the news of what they're going to do. Raven is just so happy, and she's actually talking with Jaha and the computer AI, because the computer AI needs her help, because they need her to go and upload the AI into the old ARC system, because there was a second part of the system that apparently out on the ARC, and so she needs it. Remember, this AI was actually the reason why the planet was destroyed. Fun fact. And so that's why Jaha was trying to be very secretive. But the AI was just like, you know, I did end the world. And Raven was just like, okay, cool. So I'm like, okay, that's the issue with the drug. The drug kills clearly inhibitions, clears, you just feel positive, you just feel good, you're just going with the flow. And it also causes brain deterioration. You become almost like a zombie. Whatever the City of Light, that's the cause. That's all. And I'll tell you how bad it actually gets. So, what do you call it? The previous chancellor is trying to stop them, but we know that's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work. Octavia goes and tries to warn the villagers, and they're just like, okay, we'll believe you, alrighty. And the only reason why she doesn't get killed is because of the fact that the kid who she saved is like, she saved me. So they were like, alright, kid. You actually mean something to us. So we got it. Now, I felt that something was a little sketchy, or something was a little wrong with Abby's assistant. I was like, something is off with him, and now I know why. He's actually also taking the drug. He's taking the drug, and so he's not on Abby's side anymore. He's not on her side. She doesn't realize it yet, and that's pretty sad. Abby's going and talking with the previous chancellor, because she's trying to figure out, how the hell are we going to stop Pike and Jaha? So Octavia's making friends, well, trying to make friends, but she ends up being used because she realizes, oh crap, they're going to set the village on fire and ambush the Sky Crew that's going to attack her. Now, Raven's helping the AI, and Raven's trying to figure out, okay, what the hell are you doing? Why do you want to do this? And it was like, look, I need to get the second part of me. The other part that will complete me. The other part that will allow me to take over everything and blow it all up again. Thank you, Raven. Thank you. So Jasper is inquiring, girl, you've been looking good lately. What have you been doing? What's your secret? I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Well, guess what? It was the drug. Ask Thelonious. Ask Thelonious. Get it from him. Do it. You won't feel a thing. I feel bliss. I feel great. There was actually a drug called Bliss, by the way. But anyway, so Clarke is trying to figure out. Clarke actually wants the guy to die initially. So she's on Lexa's advisor's side, which is very odd because Lexa is relying on Clarke to be above all of the BS. Jasper is meeting up with Thelonious and is willing to take the drug. He's like, what is it? What will it do? It'll bring you a peace. It'll take away all pain. Abby stops Jasper because Jasper is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So Jasper minus no type of pain or feeling, that's a dangerous person. That's really a dangerous person. So, like I said, Abby intervenes and it's like, look, I'm going to take test on this. And if the tests turn out positive or no, turn out fine, then feel free to continue. And so there is that. Towards the very end, Octavia wakes up and she gets her horse and she's able to warn her brother and the other Sky Crew that it's an ambush. Unfortunately, they do lose one of their own. So there is that, and that will create even more bad blood. But I'm like, look, you came to kill them and they were unarmed. They were there to originally help you. What the hell's wrong with you? So Clarke decides, you know what? I'm not really such a bad person afterwards. I'm going to do the good, the right thing, the righteous thing. I'm actually going to make you suffer forever. you were going to be banished. And you were going to live knowing that all the rest of your people are dead. You're the only one left. Happy life. I hope you live forever. Forever. So Bellamy is pretty much drinking the Pike Kool-Aid, and it's very scary. It's actually terrifying almost. Because I'm like, Bellamy, remember when you were anti-establishment, anti-all of this? Now you're anti-grounder? Really? So Murphy, things get really weird because Murphy is actually kidnapped, and guess where he is? You'll never guess. I didn't see this one coming. So the AI wasn't a part of the original 12 pieces of the arc or whatever, but there was a 13th one. And so that's what Thelonious told them. There was a 13th one, a 13th piece that I guess they detached because they needed to sustain the life support system on the arc. And so the 13th one is actually, the 13th station is called, what's the name of it? Come on. Think. Anyway, so there was a 13th station, and it did fall out of the sky. It landed on Earth. And some of the people from the 13th station are actually a part of Lexa's crew, and she doesn't even know it. That is crazy. Oh, Polis, I believe. Oh, Polaris. That's what it's called. So, yeah. Lexa better watch her back because Polaris is there to get in her ass. They're actually humans. They've just been there for a really long time. Or maybe he might be the last surviving one. I'm not sure. Long story short, Murphy's back to being tortured. When will he ever win? Poor John Murphy. Come back next week, and I'll make sure it'll be up no later than Thursday morning. Thank you.